Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Alawako. That's double honors unto the elder apostles at great millstones for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere argument across the world. Now, I want to start this video with a quick thing that I saw by accident, actually. I just clicked on it. And I just start with this then. This is what the Edomites are doing to normalize this. That's why the whole game world, the whole movie world, the whole series world on television and stuff like that, the whole cartoon world, everything, music, everything and anything that has to do with entertainment, let's just say the majority of it, especially mainstream, 100% of the mainstream is taken over. And, 70% or something of the things out there are orchestrated. They're set up. Right, so check this out.
That's certainly what it feels like if you start the game with a specific character build, which can lead to you dying in the very first room before you even had a chance to put any clothes on.
So they're normalizing this.
Making a custom character build in Disco Elysium, you're given points in which to invest in certain attributes, such as intellect and physique. If you decide that you want your detective to be a Columbo type, super smart but maybe lacking in physicality, you might choose to put all your points into intellect and psyche, and have the minimum single point in physique. If you do that, however, there's a solid chance that when the game begins and you need to turn off a light, you suddenly suffer a massive heart attack and die.
All you feel is pain and weakness.
Okay, so this is what they're normalizing nowadays. You just die and just like that. And this is a game. Cool cat. Evil men shall wax worse and worse. That's also in the scriptures. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. They're being deceived by Satan. Actually, the Most High is deceiving them. But they're going to get theirs. This is one of the evil men is waxing worse and worse.
Only time will tell it.
Okay. This is what's happening right now. And this is a real news article. And if you think that is nothing, then here's another one. This is I'll put all the links in the description box so you can check them out for yourself.
So Pope Francis,
I haven't watched this one, but it's 7 minutes, so I'll put the link in the description box. Well, you know what? After the video, I'm gonna watch it. And I'll see if it's good enough, because sometimes it's a bunch of fluff. And this one I haven't watched, but like I said, I'm gonna watch it after the video. But this one I watched. No, wait. This one I watched. This one is good, and I think he covers everything. What this guy is talking about. That Satan and. Just read the title. Evil men shall wax worse and worse. That's the scripture that popped in my head as soon as I saw that. Which is this. Okay, so now I'm going to go up in this video. Hand over your sovereignty to the elite or die. That is a quote that comes from this guy over here that calls himself, this name here, Yuval, whatever, reads blistering warning to Davos in full. Humanity faces 3 extensional threats this century, warned this guy over here in 2020. Technology risks dividing the world into wealthy elites and exploited data colonies, he claimed, or he explained. If you like the World Cup, you are already a globalist, he said, making the case for better cooperation to tackle the challenges. You know this guy is using these words trying to impress people. And he can impress only fools. Anyway, hand over your sovereignty to the elite or die. There's an article that's written, and I searched it. Switchcow searched it. I Google searched it also. Yeah. Came up a few articles and stuff like that. Of course, this video over here. And wait, let me double check that video. Right, so I clicked on this one. I just clicked on this one just to double check. And it's actually a different one, actually. I'll put that link in the description box. But I clicked on the YouTube one. And this is what has been played. Of course, they want to fact check it. But, you know, they obviously lying to you. You know, because that's what the devil do. That's what the devil does. That's what the devil do.
Yuval Harari, the mouthpiece of the World Economic Forum, says, hand over your sovereignty to the elite or die.
This time, if you're not part of the revolution fast enough, then you probably become extinct.
This time, if you are not part of the revolution fast enough, then you will probably become extinct.
Become extinct. The biggest question, maybe in economics and politics of the coming decades, will be what to do with all these useless people.
Will be what to do with all these useless people. Okay. What they're planning is to actually wipe out the majority of the planet Earth. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh. We are in that time right now. This is not the time to go out there trying to get some money. You know, oh man, I got this rate hustle, right? Now shit, finna get some extra money so I can ball. Give me that coat that I always wanted. You know, that warm coat. give me them shoes. Sorry. Need to drink a bit. Give me them shoes that I wanted. Sorry about that. Give me them shoes that I always wanted. You know, give me that girl that I always wanted, you know, because you know girls like money and stuff like that, right? Nah, man, we in this time right now. And by the way, let me finish this. What he said.
I don't think we have an economic model for that. My best guess, which is just a guess, is that food will not be a problem. With that kind of technology, you will be able to produce food to feed everybody.
And that food, what he's doing, because he says technology. Nobody needs technology for food. What he's talking about is some artificial food grown in a lab.
The problem is more boredom and what to do with them, and how will they find some sense of meaning in life when they are basically meaningless, worthless.
Meaningless, worthless. That he's talking about people. And feeding people and stuff like that.
Less worthless.
Okay, cool cat. So now, you know, the WEF predicts brain implants. They don't predict shit. That's their plan. It's not a prediction. That's like me predicting that, you know, somebody finna steal some money out your wallet while you're asleep. And every person, hand over your sovereignty to the elite or die. I'll leave this link in the description box. They're terminating the accounts that make these videos. But then again, this one isn't terminated. So this one isn't terminated. But I don't know. Maybe this person did something. I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah. Of course, this YouTube. So, go figure. Hand over your sovereignty to the elite. Okay, this is the thing about the Great Reset. Klaus Schwab and stuff like that. The Climate Gate, just like Pizzagate. This is another one. I have the Climate Gate video on my YouTube channel. They will explain to you that, for example, they're not going to say this, but for example, I remember in the 90s when I was told that by these devils, I was told, the world, that a new ice age will come, just like how it happened with the dinosaurs. They got different theories about the dinosaurs, you know. First it was the ice age, then it was a meteor. So what is it? Anyway, their lies are becoming weak. You know, they're not that good anymore with them lies. You know, it was given unto them to deceive the world. Revelation 20:3 and also 20:8. You know, so but their lies is just breaking apart now. They're fake. They're weak. They're not that good with lies anymore. But The majority of the planet Earth will be tricked, according to the book of Revelation 16 and 2, if I'm correct. Right, and also 14 and 9, if I'm correct, concerning the mark of the beast. Now, it says here, I looked up the word sovereignty. This is sovereign, so I'm going to go to the word sovereignty here. Supreme power or authority. So what they're saying is, they're gonna get they're gonna want you to give over your sovereignty, or they're gonna take it. That's why the Lord is gonna take down the kingdom. The saints shall take the kingdom. They're gonna give up their sovereignty. But first he's gonna do it to the rest of the people. Basically your power. Revelation and also that they want to chip people. Shippy. Chippy. Yeah, chippy. Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life. He had the power. He has the authority to give life unto the image of the beast, which is their system. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Useless people. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 666, which is 666. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Revolution fast enough, then you probably will become extinct if you don't follow quick enough.
Become extinct. The biggest question maybe in economics and politics of the coming decades will be what to do with all these useless people.
What to do with all these useless people? See, he's fucking raging. You can see flame coming out of his nut, his snout. You know, with the snake tongue and stuff like that. You see smoke bumping up on his nose. Yeah, I could just look at these devils and see these things, man. You know, because you know their intentions. You know that the Lord already warned you about them. Like, hey, that's a madman. These people are crazy. Okay, they're Edomites. They're gonna show you tough love since you got a lot of Jakes trying to fight for them, man. You know, I know this West African, often when we see him, he trying to go up in the scriptures with us, trying to defend Esau, man. No, you can't hate. We need to love. Man, funny as hell. Because he know what that he had but a short time. That's why he's going to come down with great wrath. Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. So we at the end right now because we're teaching the Israelites, and we are not in the new covenant, because in the book of Jeremiah chapter 31 on down it says that all Israel shall know Yahweh, and therefore all Israel shall know the truth, and therefore all Israel shall know who the enemy is. All the heathen nations, starting with the Edomites, and the end is near. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no ever shall be. Right. So guess what? People have not seen the horror and the tribulations, the great tribulations in this world ever, compared to what is going to come. You know what I'm saying? So if you thought slavery was bad, because actually most people don't think slavery was bad. They more gravitate to, oh, what happened to the Israeli people is so horrible. They got gassed. the horrible. Yeah. Yeah, if you use that as a reference, then something greater than that will happen. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, right? Because they attacking you anywhere, any place, and anyhow, in any manner, anyway. With the air, they just nuked East Palestine over there, which is funny as hell, because the name is Palestine. I was laughing. Ohio. Now, I don't know if you know, but overseas here in Europe, from the Jake's perspective, we see Ohio as a real Edomite place. Like, you know, where them gay monkeys do. And they don't like us too much. So, when I heard that, it was funny to me. They got their ass smoked. Actually nuked. But it's all good, because they told them, like, go back. You know, put your mask on in case of COVID. Okay? But this air right here, you can just breathe. There's nothing going on around you. Moving along, people. Moving along. That's what's happening on this planet Earth. So I'll put these links in the description box so you can check them out for yourself. Revelation chapter 7, verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed. And they were sealed. Sorry. Verse 3, actually. Saying. Verse 3. Revelation 7 and 3. Saying, heard not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So, was the elected sealed, this destruction is gonna come rampantly. They're gonna hurt the earth. The angels are gonna. The Heavenly Father is going to allow the angels to step back and let Satan and his angels run amok upon this planet Earth. And how is he going to do that? With his military. He's the sword, the whipping sword. So everybody that got their behind smoked like this game over here.
Minimum single point in physique. If you do that, however, there's a solid chance that when the game begins and you need to turn off a light, you suddenly suffer a massive heart attack and die.
That's what's up. Yeah. You feel, all you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark, you don't even see your face, like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
Turn off a light, you suddenly suffer a massive heart attack and...
You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Your artery is here. And also, when people have a stroke, it's the left side, which is where your heart is at. Funny. A lot of people, when they do the twister, they twist to the left. You should pay attention to that. People that do the twister, just go on BitChute and type twist. Spinning. Type spinning. And then death. Type that in BitChute, on BitChute. I'll put the link in the description box. So so with that, I'm gonna say shalom, and you need to remind yourself who you're dealing with. These are not regular people. These are madmen. And he's gonna show you the definition of love for you people that like to love Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our people do, man. Like I just gave you an example of this West African guy. He's a Christian, of course. And boy, oh boy, does he fight. And he's not the only one. As I have encountered more. It looks like they want to fight you too. I'm waiting. I'm be like, man, I can't wait till I get that spiritual power when I you know what? Let me read this and then I'm done. Micah 5:7. And the remnant of Jacob, that's when everybody is dead. because the remnant is the ones that are going to stay behind. Zechariah 14 verse 1 and 2 speaks about that also. Shall be in the midst of many people, as the dew from the Lord. The dew is like the mist, covers everything in the morning, as the showers upon the grass covers everything when it rains. That tarrieth not for man. Tarrieth means wait. What doesn't wait? The rain and the dew. It doesn't wait for you. Let's say you in a field. Let's say you're in a field and let's say you're in a field, but you're all the way over here. You know it's going to take a long time before you get here, right? Okay. And you see them clouds just starting to get dark. It don't look like this one or this one. No. It look like this one over here. You think that the rain is going to wait until you get here and safely in your house so you can actually enjoy the fire, the warm fire that's burning already here with the smoke? No. It's not going to wait. Right? So, the tarrieth not for man, nor waited for the sons of men. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest. Now you might say, well, these are talking about the other people, not Israelites. Well, the Israelites that, according to Matthew 18, if I'm correct, or was it 15? 18 or 15. It says that if you disagree with an Israelite and you're trying to correct him, wait, let me get that. Then you treat him as a heathen. So guess what you're included to if you're an Israelite. Matthew chapter 18 verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee by trying to fight for an Edomite, for example, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican. Right? Which is a tax collector and a person that works for the government. And a lot of people don't like publicans, because what they come and do, they come to take your money, your taxes, back in the days, and then they're pressuring. Some of them are extortionists. I'm just doing my job, right? Nowadays, they just tax you before you even get your money, so they don't come around your house anymore. For trouble could be caused, stirred up, and stuff like that. Some people are very violent, of course. So now, before the money even comes to you, they take it from you. Yeah, making it easy for themselves. Right. So you be like a heathen man. So, Micah 5 and 8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go to, both tread it down and tear it in pieces, and none can deliver. Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off, which includes the Israelites, the heathenistic, bitch-made Israelites that really want to die for Esau. And you know what would be funnier for me? If Edomites like this get to talking to them. Yeah. Since they want to save him, I pray Edomites like this get to talking to them. And he's not going to come. I mean, a one-hitter quitter. You knock him out at once and, you can beat him up. But let him send his goons And he will. They will. And they will be as madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh, and also, of course, themselves, until the Heavenly Father sets up a standard against them, and that standard will be spiritual power. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Horrible times are coming, man. Horrible times are coming. We in that time right now, man. That time frame, now is the time to get with the Lord, man, for real. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.